Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Gettys Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Here we are, folks. It's The Local Show right here on 570 WSYR 1069 FM. On YouTube, you can check us out. It's kind of a peek behind the curtain. You can see the guests and, well, you can see Steve too, but don't let that discourage you.
And Tom's disgusting
eyeball.
Oozingeye.com.
Isn't it funny that, when you have an issue like this, you're always in front of people. Some days I'll go, I won't see anybody. But we had like appointments. I had to come in here and do the show. We got all this type of stuff.
Well, last week we both spilled on ourselves.
Yes, we had some water.
I was coffee, you were water, so we were both. It just goes with it. But we're humble enough to admit that.
Yeah, what the heck? People got to take you for what you are.
It is what it is.
And a lot of people can relate, I guess. I didn't realize how many people get styes. Everybody's like, oh, yeah, I've had that 100 times.
Yeah. No, they just don't complain about it like you do.
Well, I complain about everything.
There we go.
I am true to my heritage of being Italian, and if you don't think they don't complain, they're lying to you.
Yeah, anyway, they do that too.
Here's a guy who doesn't complain; he just gets things done. And I love having him on. It's Randy Wolken. He's the president and CEO of MACNY, Manufacturers Alliance of New York, right here on the show. How are you there, Randy?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on.
Well, thank you. So, Micron coming in, does that help with manufacturing?
Oh, it's a huge investment in our community and well beyond. I mean, this will change the face of manufacturing in New York for generations, actually. I mean, this is the biggest private sector commitment ever in U.S. history.
Isn't that
crazy? Wow. $100 billion, that's 4 fabs, and they're actually beginning work on the site as we speak, and they will be clearing and preparing the land specifically next calendar year, and by 2026 they'll have production. So it's coming fast.
It is. And what amazes me is that when I get into little cocktail conversations with people, they'll say to me, is this really happening? Do you really think it's going to happen? Why do people keep doubting that it's happening? Are they just negative?
I think, sort of an historical view, like I'll see it when I believe it.
Oh, okay.
But the reality is it is happening. Micron itself came into town last week and come every so often to town. And so the reality is I think that's a good part of their plan is to introduce themselves over and over again to community members. And they're making a lot of investments right now.
So where are all these employees coming from? Seriously, because with all those people, when Amazon came, where are they going to get the people to work? And they got the people to work. Where are these people coming from? Because these tens of thousands of jobs need to be filled.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, there. And I think it's a low estimate, 50,000 new jobs in our community over 2 decades. And, 2 sources, really existing individuals who will come out of high schools and trade schools and go through apprenticeship programs that we run, for example, as well as people are going to move here by the thousands. The estimates are between 150 to 200,000 people could move here over the next couple of decades because we're going to grow as a community. That'd be the first time in a generation we're growing as a community, and these are fantastic advanced manufacturing jobs.
From a manufacturer's perspective, what other businesses aside from Micron do you think we might see here?
So Micron itself is the anchor, but they'll be bringing 9, 10, 12 companies with them. Because they're part of the supply chain that makes sure that they can produce chips in the fab itself. In a fab itself, about 2,500 up to 3,000. So over the course of the 4 fabs, you'd have 9,000 or more employees specifically for Micron. And then you add another almost 42,000 on connected jobs. And that's just sort of the inner circles. That's not every other job, the restaurants.
That's what I was thinking.
That's beyond the 50,000. So that's one of the reasons why we have to be excited. And what's great is the 4th largest semiconductor company in the world selected us.
That's amazing. Is there anything more exciting? Yes. With your members in the manufacturing community. So you have something coming up for vets here soon, right?
We do. Actually, we have 300 members in MACNY, the Manufacturers Association, here in 26 counties, really central upstate. And we have 30 companies are partnering with us and Clear Path for Veterans to hold an event, first ever actually, career fair for veterans who are seeking opportunities in advanced manufacturing, the very sector Micron's in, and the very sector that will continue to grow in our community. So these 30 companies, some fantastic companies. I'll just give you a few. Hahn, actually Onondaga County Water Authority, Intertech, Net and Dye, Vetted Tech, Novelis, a very large.
Not Net and Dye, not my friend Michelle.
Yes,
no,
yes.
It's NET and Dye. You say Net, she'll punch you.
Yes,
she
true.
will. She actually will punch you.
It's true. NET and Dye.
So what's happening at the event? The people can vets can come and
yes, they'll meet the companies. These great companies. And then the reality is they will have an opportunity, even on the spot, to fill out applications, to get an understanding of those careers in manufacturing. By the way, there are thousands of openings today. So people can get into the manufacturing sector well before Micron actually puts a shovel in the ground and really get moving in terms of creating a career. And these are jobs that, on average, will pay you $20, $30 an hour plus benefits.
Yeah, right.
So you may have seen a billboard driving on 690 to go work at one of our member companies, Clinton Ditch, $30 plus.
Yeah, that's a nice billboard. I wonder who made that.
No comment.
Wonder where that came from.
Yeah,
That's
so
the Pepsi place.
It's a Pepsi place, right? So it's a really great sector to be in these days, and it will only grow massively. We're already a top 10 manufacturing state. I believe we'll be a top 5 manufacturing state by the time all these investments are being made, and they won't stop being made.
That's wonderful. And, are there any better people than veterans, honestly?
Yes.
I was working with a guy at over at Lowe's buying some stuff for the home, and he was doing the order, and just so meticulous, understands, timeliness and all that, and politeness, and, just wonderful to work with people who actually care.
And I think
and veterans are like
veterans,
that.
I think, pull out the drama. And you'll hear some of them say, "Well, I can't speak to that." Meaning they're not going to jump in,
right?
And then they're going to stay in their appropriate lane. So, what else is happening in manufacturing in the area?
One more comment about veterans.
Sure.
I'm a veteran, so I would say thank you for your comments. I would tell you the reality is that transition is difficult for a veteran, right?
Yes.
To make it from the military into civilian service, but they have all these transferable skills, and employers love veterans. Yes. By the way, this is also open to their families. So if you're part of a veteran family, you come as well. But thank you for that.
Is there information is on the website?
Yes, on MACNY's website, as well as Clear Path for Veterans website. You can actually register for the event. Tell us that you're coming. Please do. It's an exciting time.
What's the MACNY site?
MACNY.org.
And there's other things, people that aren't veterans,
others can.
So other folks, or if people know people, refer people, go to the MACNY site.
We actually have a job site where you can post a resume, and there are literally hundreds of jobs open on our website alone that you can apply for and get tomorrow.
Yeah, I know that Micron is kind of overshadowing any other manufacturing companies coming in, but are there any other new ones that are here now?
Well, you may have seen the announcement by Lotte. Actually, Bristol Myers Squibb was purchased by Lotte. They're making massive investments and hiring more people. So just about every manufacturer that's a part of MACNY is now hiring and growing. So it's not just one company, it's all companies. Moving production back to the U.S. is absolutely critical.
That's amazing.
That's great. All right. That's Randy Wolken right there. He's the president and CEO of MACNY, Manufacturers Alliance of New York. Thank you so much for all that you do. All right.
Thank you for having me.
Have a great rest of the day. Coming up next, Steve, we're going to kick off hour number 2, and we'll have conversations with Sheila Ostrom, owner of Senior Home Care and Alzheimer's Solutions. Carol Terry is the sales manager at Mattress Makers. Jeff Rogers is the owner of the Angry Smokehouse and Angry Garlic. And then Dave and Andy Martin, builders and owners of Martin Custom Homes, all in hour number 2. Stick around. Starts real soon.